Today's show is all about branding, what it means to you, the customer, what it means for a real estate brokerage, and what it means for you, the real estate agent. All this and more coming up. Don't go anywhere because Real Estate Gold starts now. Good morning, everybody. And on the show today, we are talking about branding. I'm your host, John Sane, and I'm here with the one and only Micah Ian McCrae.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, it's a beautiful Monday morning. So, like I said, today is all about branding. And so, Micah, go ahead and kick us off. I guess we'll start with a real estate brokerage. So, what does a brand mean for a brokerage?
Well, a brand for a brokerage is basically what you stand for. It's the brand that's going to be associated with your morals, your integrity, your values, whatever the company is going to stand for. That is what your brand is going to signify ultimately. That's what people are going to think of. They're going to think of what do you actually portray as your mission statement, what do you portray as your vision. All those things are going to be associated with your brand for the brokerage.
So, just to kind of preface all this, one of the things that we've kind of been working on is we've been taking a hard look at our own brokerage and kind of reevaluating pretty much everything on every level. And so we've got some exciting things that are in the works. We're not quite ready to announce anything yet, but we've got a lot of different things that are going on here at our own company.
And we do have anytime a company is going to be growing, it's constantly going to be getting worked on, reiterated, evaluated, changed, altered. All these things are constantly growing. So we're always going to be evaluating. So as we go through and grow these different stages that we're going to be having, we're going to be going through, fixing things, looking to make sure that they're still working, that they're going to benefit the people that work here and our customers and everything else that we're working on is going to be evaluated all the time to make sure that it's constantly working in the environment that we're currently in.
Yeah, because kind of look at our history. We've gone through a lot of different, database systems. And so, we've constantly been evaluating and making changes along the way. It's just, we've kind of reached a point where we had to just kind of go all the way back to the beginning and kind of reevaluate everything from the ground up to kind of, fix our foundation and create a better foundation to build our company on.
Yeah, we were fine with some of the stuff when we were there at those particular times. However, as you grow and things like that, and whatever your future plans end up being, sometimes you have to make changes to get there, not just to fix where you're at, but also get ready for where you're going.
Well, and another thing too is, opportunities constantly, offer themselves to you. And, you kind of feel guilty if you don't take advantage of some of those opportunities. And that's kind of what we did, is we took advantage of some of those opportunities that some of the other companies that we were with, provided. But now kind of looking back at it, was it really the best choice for us? I don't know. It's
sometimes I think when you go back and look at those things, it ends up being more of a shiny penny syndrome type situation where you're looking at it and you're like, oh, well, this is awesome. This will give us this. This will give us this. But we may not have been either ready for that particular thing, if it would have ever been good for us to begin with, or it was just the wrong choice, period. And sometimes we just didn't take them, which is also just as important as actually picking some of those things.
Well, and a lot of times you just don't know unless you try. So
sometimes
there's really no hard foul in trying different things. So, but that's just kind of let you all know that's kind of where we're at in our process, is that we're kind of in the process of reevaluating pretty much everything at all levels.
Yep.
So Don't go anywhere. We will be back right after this.
In Tennessee, the seasons come and go. But our season never ends. To be the best, it takes an entire team working together for a common goal. The McRae Real Estate Group has a mission of changing the real estate industry. We value our clients and believe in serving with humble integrity. We are data-driven and use science to influence our decision-making. Northeast Tennessee is our home, and home starts with us.
And we are back. So today on the show, we're talking all about branding, and we just kind of talked about branding for a real estate brokerage. Now let's kind of move into what does that brand mean for the client?
Well, you know, when a client, well, and it's going to depend on how you find whoever you're working with to begin with. But, you know, if you're using or you find somebody via the brokerage first, then obviously whatever that brokerage stands for is what you're going to be looking for. So hopefully whatever their vision, mission statement, whatever their core values are, hopefully those are what's going to line up with that client or that customer. And that would be the reason they would hopefully choose that brokerage. And then from there, they would hopefully be lined up with an agent or whoever may be working for you. That would be the first contact. Whoever that would be hopefully somebody that would pair up with them nicely, you know, would match with them.
Yeah, and I guess to kind of reiterate some of that, one of the things that you should kind of look for, and it's not to call any other company out or anything, I'm not even going to mention any other companies, but, you know, I guess make sure that their brand truly does mean something, and it's not just a cool, flashy name.
Right.
Because we see a lot of that where it's just, you know, they pick something because they thought it was cool.
Yeah.
But does it really mean anything? And to me, it really doesn't matter what the name is. It's what are the values that name is supposed to stand for.
Yeah. And also, just because a company may stand for that, you're still going to have to find whoever that person may be that you're going to be working with. You want to make sure that they're still following at least the company values if that's the way that you found them, or that they uphold values that are similar to what you're looking for, you know, because you will be working with that person, not just the company itself.
And we've kind of gotten into a unique period in our society where, you know, a lot of these traditional company names that, you know, you grew up with, that you loved because they stood for something. I mean, unfortunately, we're reaching a point where those values are kind of being pushed to the wayside to make room for, I guess, political correctness and some of that, which I'm not going to even go there.
That could be a 6-year segment on its own.
So don't go anywhere. We're going to take one more break, and we will be back right after this. Maybe. My name's John Sane, and I've been with the McRae Real Estate Group since 2018. I'm the office administrator and licensed agent for the McCray Real Estate Group, and I primarily work in the marketing department. I have a background in photography and videography, so I basically work as the company's photographer, and I also create a lot of our marketing materials. I'm a graduate of Chuckey Doak High School, and I have a biology and secondary education degree from East Tennessee State University. With my background in education, I help create a lot of our training materials and those step-by-step processes. And with my background in biology, it really kind of helps me in real estate because it allows me to analyze data and generate a lot of different reports, both for clients and the office. I think the real estate industry has a really bad reputation of being aggressive and a highly competitive environment. But, you know, my experience with the McCray Real Estate Group has been the complete opposite of that. Our entire staff is here to help aid and support our agents so that we can all be successful. Now, jumping into a new career where there's no guarantee of getting a paycheck is taking a big risk, and that can be a scary thing. But that's why our training program has been so important to the McCray Real Estate Group, because we try our best to set you up for success. But one of my favorite things about working for the McCray Real Estate Group is the freedom to work on the go. You know, as the office administrator, there's a lot of tasks that, you know, I have to take care of here in the office. But, you know, I recently took a trip out west, and while I was sitting in a parking lot in South Dakota, I was able to connect my laptop to my phone's internet service, and I was able to send off a couple of documents. So, you know, being able to work on the go has been a huge asset to working in real estate, especially the McCray Real Estate Group, because all of our systems and software we've set up so that we can work on the go. And, you know, that's been, to me, the biggest benefit. Now, working with great people makes coming into work not something I have to do, but something I want to do. And, you know, when you're all dedicated to helping each other grow and succeed, it just makes the world a difference and a great working environment. If you or someone you know is interested in starting a career in real estate, give the McCray Real Estate Group a call at 423-704-9866. And we are back. So today on the show, we're talking all about branding, and we've kind of talked about what it means from a brokerage standpoint, what it means for the client. Now let's discuss, you know, what it means for the individual agent.
So whenever an agent does their own branding, because let's be realistic, there's two different ways that clients come to us. There's either one for a brokerage, and they'll come through the brokerage to find an agent, or they're going to come from that agent or come through that agent, and that agent will have a direct, referral, or they're going to have a direct result of their own marketing, their houses that they may have listed, or, some other method that they've marketed themselves. So they do have their own brand, and that's very, very important, because whenever there are a lot of agents that do move companies quite often, whether it's the same issue with, when they're looking at the systems that one company may offer versus another company, it sort of becomes that shiny penny syndrome. A lot of times agents will move until they figure out where they really fit in, where they want to be, maybe even just in that season of their life. They may be moving around for that purpose. But that brand follows them, whatever their brand is, whatever they stand for, their vision, their mission statement, their integrity, all those things follow them around. And that's very, very important. So, because not only does it attract the people that you want to work with, it also keeps them there and also helps you in the future when you're helping them or their friends or their family, things of that nature. Those are the kind of people that you want to work with, or people that you have the same values, same mission, same type of morals or integrity. Those are the kind of people that you want to work with, so that you can help them and you can work with them and help move them in their real estate journey.
Yeah, I would say, regardless of what, the office, I guess, environment is and what the office brand is, hopefully it's a good brand that, has a lot of integrity behind it and all those, kind of values. But it's really important as an individual agent to establish your own brand and kind of, I guess, build upon, the company's values and standards, but create your own values and standards that you can market yourself to attract, good clients, the people you want to work with, and it'll help you, get more referral business if you have good values, good standards, and those types of things.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the market report. And I failed to do my duty this morning but I do have it all here on a piece of paper. So here is
Low-tech.
the market report. So for the month of, what month are we even in?
October.
I guess it would be the month of August. So the absorption rate was 1.6, or excuse me, it would be the month of September. I'll have some more coffee here in a minute.
And a new calendar.
And a new brain. Absorption rate for the month of September is 1.65 months. The sold to list ratio was 96.5%, and the average sales price was $277,722. Anything else to offer, Micah?
No, I think you covered it.
Okay. So, moving right along, I guess, do you have any final comments that you'd like to make on branding?
No, I really think that whether you're coming from a broker standpoint or an agent standpoint, that your brand is very, very important. And whatever you decide that you want to build, you need to make sure and figure out what you're wanting to build as a brand and what it stands for up front. It doesn't matter if you change logos or names or any of that stuff in the future. What does matter is what you actually stand for, and hold fast to that. Do not waver in whatever you believe in, stand for, any of those things, because that is what you're going to be associated with, and that is the hardest thing to fix, like if you change it later.
I guess the only thing that I would like to offer about today's show is that, if you're baking a cake, you can't just throw everything in a bowl at the last minute, dump it in a pan, and stick it in the oven and expect it to come out delicious. Because that's what we've run into today. Preparation is everything. That'll do us for today. Tune in next month, first Monday of each month at 9 a.m. Till next time, we'll catch you later.